In this video, I'd like to derive a number of angle formulas from the angle difference formula for the cosine. This formula is proved in most textbooks using the distance formula in the unit circle. I would like to just go ahead and assume it's true and look at some of the other derivations based on this formula. So for instance, the angle sum formula for the cosine is given as cosine u cosine b minus sine u sine b. And I'd like to derive this formula based on the difference formula. So the trick is simply to rewrite this angle sum as an angle difference, namely the cosine of u minus a negative v. U minus a negative v is the same as u plus v. So now I can use my difference formula. This is cosine u cosine negative v plus sine u sine negative v. Cosine is an even function. So cosine of negative v is equal to cosine of the positive v. So here we have cosine u cosine b. Sine is an odd function, so sine of negative v is negative sine of v. But this is being multiplied by positive sine u, so I'm going to bring this negative out front. And we get that cosine of the angle sum is cosine u cosine b minus sine u sine b, which is exactly what we're looking for. Let's look at another one. Cosine of pi over 2 minus theta is equal to the sine of theta. I have an angle difference here, so certainly I can use the difference formula for the cosine. So cosine of pi over 2 minus theta is the cosine of pi over 2 cosine theta plus sine of pi over 2 sine of theta. Cosine of pi over 2 is equal to 0. So this term disappears. Sine of pi over 2 is equal to 1. So we are simply left with sine of theta.